going on, guys? Welcome back to Get Growing. It's been a minute since the last video, mainly because I couldn't shoot anything. I had an issue with my laptop, so we missed one step. So I'm gonna go over that really quick with you guys to catch y'all up to speed. So I mulched. I mean, I didn't just mulch. I definitely did some more. Plants grew a little more, some more plants are planted, and the tomatoes have taken off. We'll get into that in a second. But you'll notice I mulched the entire thing. Now there's two reasons for this. The first reason is it kind of preserves the soil from underneath, prevents weed growth, and it keeps my walkway from getting soggy. So like even when it rains, it doesn't get all muddy and nasty. And it definitely helps the soil maintain moisture, especially on really hot days. And it has been windy as hell today. So definitely a good thing to have the mulch. Keeps the moisture in. And so that's the step that we did not record. So I guess we're gonna start off with the tomatoes here. You'll notice they're a hell of a lot bigger than the last time you guys saw them, except for this one. That one I removed the one that was previously in here. It was not doing so good, and I found a Roma tomato at Home Depot that it was the only one left, and it looked really nice. So I just transplanted that in yesterday, and along with some basil. I just threw some basil in there for shits and giggles, because the amazing thing when you buy like something like basil from Home Depot or these big box stores, in the pot that's about the same size as the one I have here, it'll have about 6 or 7 individual plants of basil. And same thing goes for cilantro, rosemary, things like that. You're getting a bunch of plants for the price for what they're charging for one, mainly because it's just grown into one root cluster. I mean, same thing with the thyme. The thyme is growing pretty good now too. And so the tomatoes, what I did recently is on one of the waterings, I fed them some fertilizer. I just mixed in some worm castings with the water. Some worm casting extract. I'll get it for you in a second here. This is what I have. And I just added that to the watering can and fed all my plants. And it was crazy. Like right after that, they just started really taking off. And I guess it had the nutrients they needed. And I don't know if y'all can see that little spider guy right there. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. Oh, there he is. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on our little guy there. I keep the spiders in the garden, mainly because I don't like spiders, but I keep the spiders in the garden because they keep all the other pests at bay. And one plant that I bought from Home Depot, and it was beginning to suffer, so I didn't even put that one in the footage, and it is really doing good. It's already got some banana peppers on there. So I got that banana pepper there. That's doing really good. Here's the summer squash. The summer squash is growing in really good. The corn, as you can see, has grown at least a foot since my last video. And then over here is something I'm kind of proud of as far as ingenuity goes. I got some, that's sugar peas, I believe. Same with over here, but these two in the middle are some beans. And I had these fence posts laying around, so I was like, I need to make a trellis because it's a beanstalk. And I knew there was a reason for saving old guitar strings. I just tied these guitar strings into the holes of the fence post to create something for these beanstalks to grab onto. And you see they've already grabbed on. That is ingenuity right there. And so that is an update on the garden as far as it goes now. Got it mulched, plants are looking good, and we'll go back over here and look at some seedlings that I have. So we have cucumber here. Oh, I have two. I'm acting surprised. I knew about this, but I wasn't expecting. I completely forgot for the video. Two things actually. I have both of these have sprouted, and I definitely have room for 4 cucumbers. So instead of eliminating one of these, I'm going to transplant it into its own little seedling cup, which is another little garden hack. If you use these coffee, like little Keurig cups, save them. Don't throw them away. They are the perfect size for seedlings. And they already have a little drainage hole on the bottom. So save those. I'll go, and we're going to go over in this video how to actually make one of those. And here I have, what is right there? I completely forgot. Oh, jalapenos. So this one is a tomato. That was a dual seedling. Like there were 2 of them, and they both look good. So that's 1 tomato, jalapeno, okra. That was a dud, and I just replanted another okra seed. Another okra. It's a little stretched out. Tomato. These are the big boy variety tomato. And then bell peppers, some sweet bells that I got in there. Those were a little slow to germinate, but I realized that I planted them too deep. I went ahead and just dug up the seeds that had just sat in there and not germinated, because they didn't germinate by then, they weren't going to, and just planted new ones. No harm done, except for 2 seeds. And one last thing, the potatoes are almost ready to be buried. This bucket's not looking too hot. I mean, they were planted on the same day. So you got that one, and then you got that one. So obviously, I think there was some rot in this one, because that one just started growing again. It was done for a while. And now I want to show you guys the fig tree. I remember showing you guys on the intro, but I figured I would give you guys a little update. You can clearly see fruits. Little fruits. Itty bitty little, but there's a deep, like one that's actually getting up there in size. And then, do I have any more? Doth I haveth any more figgeth? There's one. Yeah, I got 2 decent ones on this one. Look at that. She bearing fruit for the first time in years. Rescue fig. And then, what else do I have? Oh yeah, this flower here that's just been here since I moved in. Showed this on the intro. It's starting to bloom. So this one, it usually blooms like purplish pink flowers. I mean, it's pretty, but it's just completely random. It's just in a spot in the yard. So I'm thinking I'm going to take some cuttings of it, and I'm going to figure out what it is and how to take cuttings of this plant first before I do anything. And yeah, I think I'm going to put some and accent the garden. Might border the garden with it, who knows. And one more thing before we end the video, I want to show you guys the progress of my compost. So hold on, let me set up this tripod here. Doesn't look like much. But it smells amazing. It has a sweet smell to it, like a sweet fertilizer smell. You can still see I got some orange peels that were recently in there. Ooh, that's a sticker. And as I'm stirring it, you can tell like it's alive, because this is putting off some heat. And so you want your compost to be putting off heat. That tells you that there's a lot of energy going on in here. A lot of stuff doing its work. And I'm stirring it to mix up all those microbes and get it all mixed up. I guess that's why you're supposed to do it. But either way, this is going to be added to the next two, probably, while I pick up the camera. This compost, I'm hoping, is going to be ready by the time I harvest these and plant my winter crops. So we'll see how well that compost works, and yeah, and how much I have it by that time, because I'll probably have a good bit more. This container will probably be full. Sorry for blinding you with the sun. So put the lid back on here. There we go. So I think we're going to conclude it there. Sorry for blinding you. We're going to conclude the video there. And you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. More than likely, the next video is going to be transplanting those seedlings. So I will see you guys then.